Hey guys, so we are exactly halfway through the month, and I thought now is the perfect time for me to share with you exactly how I'm doing with my finances. I always do a mid-month budget check-in, and that's exactly what I am going to share with you today. Hey guys, welcome to Budget with a July Dreamer. My name is Miranda, and on this channel I share everything personal finance. I cover budgeting, saving and investing. If these topics interest you, then please hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and let's get in today's video. So I will be sharing with you my February 2022 mid-month budget check-in. So with this video, what I'll be focusing on is just the expenses themselves. So I won't be touching on my savings, my investments, or anything of that nature, because I normally cover that in my Transfer Tuesday videos as well as the budget closeout video. So for this video, I'll just focus on the expenses. I'm looking down a lot is because I do have my laptop in front of me, and I will be sharing a portion of my tracker in this video, and I'll walk you through my expenses so far. So between the 1st of February and the 14th, what has transpired so far. Before we get into the video, one thing I do want to share is the fact that for me, when it comes to all of my expenditures, apart from my bills, I think maybe except for recreation, all of my bills I pay from obviously my bills account, which is my current account. Then all of my spending, I actually put all of that onto my credit card, and then I clear the balance every single week. So on Sundays, I sit down, I look at the balance, provided that's not the week that my balance is due to be paid off. I will look through all of my expenses, make sure everything that I've spent, even the unexpected things, I can cover with my budget. For me, using a credit card is very risky if you do not have a control on spending, because if you are spending money that you don't have, it's easy to fall back into debt. So for me, before I put any expenses whatsoever, even just buying like a bubble gum, before I put it on that credit card, I need to be able to make sure that I do have the money in my current account that I'll transfer over to my credit card immediately after I make the purchase, and I'll be able to clear that balance out, on a Sunday if it's not the due week. So this is what I do. I love watching Tasha over at Mind Your Money, where she shows you all of the transactions, which account she's paying from, and all of that jazz, which I really love. I love seeing how people do their budgeting. For me, I also use my credit card. I also track every single expenditure. I just don't track it in my notepad. I do track it on the tracker itself, my Excel tracker themselves. So that's how I prefer to do it. Anything that is beyond that, or it's large amounts, then I'll make a note in my notepads. But other than that, I track everything in my trackers. Having said that, let's go to the tracker. I'll start the screen record now. So starting off with my fixed expenses. So firstly, my main home expenses. So this is my four walls. So my mortgage, council tax, my combined utilities. So that's my gas and my electric, water, house and window cleaner when I do have them, and TV license. All of those bills have come through. I have paid them. I always budget more than what I'm actually expecting to pay. This is just my personal principle. So when it comes to the income, I always budget the lowest that I can get for that month, and then use that to budget. When it comes to the expenses, I budget the maximum that I think I can pay, and then when the time comes to pay, I always save money. This is just how I do things. So I thought I was going to spend 930 on my four walls. I actually ended up spending 912 and 17 pence. So I haven't had any house or window cleaners. I looked at the window cleaners schedule, is actually coming in March, not in February, and I decided that I can clean my own damn house this month. So I didn't budget for that to begin with anyway. So this is why there's been no expenditure for that line. Then for those of you who watch my video for a while, you know that I do have a rental property. I want to say it's self-sufficient. Even though I've combined the rental property expenses with mine, I still get a good rental income from that, and I use that to pay for all of these expenses. So I always budget around £600 for my rental home expenses, and so far I have spent £533.19. There's only one bill left, which is my home insurance, and it's about £28.65 that is due to be paid out in a couple of weeks. So all of the expenses that I'm speaking about right now are all expenses that have occurred between the 1st and the 14th of February. So if we go to my insurances, these are also some that come out on the 1st itself. I budget 212, it's actually 210.37 pence. These have already been paid. Then, like I mentioned, for recreation, these are the only bills apart from my internet that is actually on my credit card, so I earn points from that. So my Now TV happens after the 14th. Netflix was already passed, Spotify hasn't, and my internet is on the 1st of the month. My gym is also on the 1st of the month, so that's passed already. Personal spending, so far only my personal mobile has come out for £83. So that's the only thing that happens here in the first 2 weeks of the month. Then for my tithe and giving, again, this actually I do a lot of tithe and giving after the first 2 weeks of the month. It's just how it's worked out with my budgeting. So with my total expenses, I was planning to spend $2,535, and so far in the month I've spent $1,817.69. If we move to my variable expenses, so this covers food. So for food, I am doing a £25 a week food challenge, and I'm hoping at the end of this month or in the month of March, I'll be able to share with you how I actually get on with that. So the first week of February, I spent £23.10. So that was me buying a lot of things and a lot of protein as well, so that I'm doing meal prep as well. That's something that is new for me. So I'm doing meal prep. So I bought a lot of protein to help me with my meal prep. Then in the second week, last week, I spent £25. I rounded up, it's actually £24.99, but I rounded up to £25. That's how much I spent last week, and that was for a food box from Gusto. I'll leave the affiliate link in the description bar below in case you are interested in getting your own box of Gusto. And then I've spent £6.62 so far for bits and bobs that I needed in the last 2 weeks. So I think I'm doing okay. I mean, I should have spent only £50 in the first 2 weeks, but I'm over by £4.30, which I don't think is a problem because I have consciously logged this, which just means for me, I'm actually going to spend less in this new week that we have started. So that's how I do it. And then I also have made a conscious effort to make sure I reduce my takeaways, my eating out at restaurants. So far I've done one visit to the restaurant. I went out with my friends on Friday and we had some lovely sushi. So that came to £35.58. So again, I'm trying to reduce. I'm trying to do just 2 a month. So in the month of January, if you saw my video, I spent over £300 on just takeaways and eating at restaurants. So we're trying to reduce that bill incredibly. So I'm doing well so far, but we've still got 2 more weeks to go in the month of February, so we shall see how that goes. And then for snacks, I just need a cup of sweets the other day, so I spent £2. So I think I'm doing okay. Miscellaneous spending, I have done some miscellaneous spending, and what is interesting is one of the miscellaneous spending was a subscription that I had completely forgot about. I had it in my notes. For me, subscriptions like trial subscriptions that I know I just want to trial for the period, I always have 2 days before it ends, I cancel it. But this time I completely forgot, and I don't know how that happened. So £14.99 came out, and then I actually moved £2.64 to £2.64 towards my 100 envelope savings challenge, because I think I had like £24.36, so I needed to make it up to £27. So that's part of my miscellaneous. And then subscriptions and bank fees, I have had my bank fee come out, my Audible subscription come out so far, but I think there's like 2 more to go, and that should be that. So again, doing really well. Transportation, I have not had to fill up my car so far, which is great, but actually this Friday I will, because I'm traveling this coming weekend, which is great. I'm very excited about that. So I think I'm doing really well so far with my budgeting, and my camera is flashing right now, so this is gonna end. I'm gonna end the video here. Thank you so much for watching. Please let me know in the comments if you do mid-month budget check-ins and how you do your tracking, your expense tracking. Do you use paper? Do you use Excel trackers, or even Google Sheets, whatever, or your mobile apps? Let me know in the comments below, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.